Now we'll discuss some more advanced Meterpreter techniques. So after running our exploit with our Meterpreter payload, we'll use the sniffer function to sniff traffic going to and from a particular interface on the target system. So enter the command use sniffer to load the extension, then the command sniffer underscore interfaces to list the different interfaces on the target system. Then we can use the command sniffer underscore start and then specify the number of the interface that we want to start sniffing on. And this will begin capturing traffic on that interface. Once you feel that enough traffic has been captured, use the command sniffer underscore stop and then the interface number. And then to save that traffic to a file, use sniffer underscore dump, then the number of the interface, and then the file location that you want to save that captured traffic to. Now we'll discuss how we can capture a screenshot of the user's current activity on the remote system. So we'll start with PS to list the processes that are currently running on the system, and then get PID to list the process that we are currently running our Meterpreter shell on. As of right now, we're currently running it on process ID 992, or servicehost.exe. What we want to do is migrate that service to a process that is actively using the Windows graphic interface. So we'll move it over to process ID 1200 or explorer.exe. So we'll use the migrate command and then 1200, the process ID that we want to migrate it to. Then use the command use espia to load the extension, and then the command screen grab to capture a screenshot of the remote user's activity. And it'll automatically open the screenshot in your web browser, and it will also save a copy to your local system at the specified location. Now, because we can see that the remote user is actively using Internet Explorer, we'll migrate to that process. So we want to migrate to process ID 3536. So once again, the migrate command followed by that process ID number. And what we're going to do is we're going to perform a keylogger attack against that process so that any keys entered in Internet Explorer will be captured by our system. To do this, enter the command keyscan underscore start. And this will start logging the keys. Then we'll switch over to our target system and simulate the user browsing to their email. So we'll go to www.gmail.com. Then have the user enter the username naivevictim@gmail.com and then a password. Then if we switch back to our Meterpreter shell, we can then use the command keyscan underscore dump to see the keystrokes that were performed. And as you can see, we have the URL that was browsed to, the email address, and the password for that email address. So those are some more advanced exploitation techniques that can be used in a Meterpreter shell.